Number 4. A YouTube channel called Golden Hour travels to a local lake that is just barely frozen over. They walk out a pretty good distance and then start taking turns hitting the ice right next to each other with an axe. It's a crazy game they've just come up with to see whoever will fall through first. The only problem is that they aren't exactly sure how deep this part of the lake is and the temperature is freezing. They soon decide to end this game early before anyone gets hurt. But then they come up with another equally crazy variation. This time they stand on the ice and try to sink themselves instead of each other. Thankfully, the spot they are standing in is only knee deep, but I just wanted to stress that they could have easily been standing on a sharp embankment and could have gone completely under. If that would have happened, they wouldn't have had very long to get out before it's too late. Number 3. A YouTuber named Alex Hayes and his friends find a cool looking stone perch overlooking the beach below. The good weather has them in high spirits and it isn't long before they are playing around near the ledge. Alex wants to impress everyone with a headstand, but it doesn't exactly work out as planned.
Holy sh... Oh. Don't do that to me. Oh my goodness. Holy... Oh.
Pause here and you'll see how close Alex was to tumbling over. He barely catches himself with his right hand, and if his right leg went back any further, then he would have definitely lost his balance. Number 2. A YouTuber named JMX decides to push himself to his absolute limits by taking one of the most extreme YouTube challenges yet.
What are we going to be doing? We're going to be not drinking water for 48 hours.
To be clear, this challenge includes not just abstaining from liquids, but also from any food products with water in them as well. Things are going okay at first, but after about 20 hours into the challenge, his thirst starts to get the better of him. JMX's voice becomes scratchy and his lips grow white and chapped. He said he feels confused and not like himself at all, and there are still more than 24 hours to go.
4 hours to go till we're halfway, so we're 20 hours down, and yeah, still kind of feel like, to be honest, I want to drink so bad.
By the second day, he comes down with a bad cold and feels completely terrible. He does not look or sound like the same person we saw at the beginning of the video. Watch this part and tell me if you agree.
Okay, we're about 3 hours away now. I honestly just want to drink something.
By hour 46, he feels like he might be in serious trouble, but he refuses to give up this far in. A friend makes him book a doctor's appointment, and JMX tries to finish the last 2 hours of the challenge under medical supervision. The doctors eventually force him to take in fluids through a needle before the 48 hours are up. JMX thinks that being given fluids through a needle does not count as breaking the challenge. Either way, I'm glad he experienced no long-lasting effects from this experiment. Number 1. YouTuber Landon Close and his friend have the idea to sneak onto a stranger's property and use their pool for his vlog. They sit in the car and wait until they find a house that they think is best for this idea. The cameraman certainly seems nervous.
Guys, this is like pretty sketchy.
I can't get arrested for this, right?
Dude. You can't.
But Landon is confident in their plan. They question if doing this could get them in trouble with police, which yes it can, but they decide to continue on anyways. Landon props open the gate for an escape route, and then proceeds to do a backflip into the pool. The plan is a success until the homeowner sees what they are doing and confronts them.
Oh, go, go, go,
As soon as they see the homeowner, they take off using their escape route. One of the gates closes and the cameraman almost gets left behind. They get away successfully, but according to the description, the police were called, though I don't think they meant to cause any harm to the homeowner or their property. They could have gotten into massive trouble for doing this, or who knows what would have happened if the homeowner caught up with them. In addition, depending on what state this was filmed in, stand your ground laws could have meant the homeowner had the ability to take their lives for sneaking onto their property. It's never worth potentially losing your life for YouTube content. Project Zorgo is a new hacker group who for months have been threatening the very livelihood of the YouTube community. Lately, the hackers seem to be getting more and more aggressive in their attempts. to take over the website and bend all of its users to their will.